Let's talk Notre Dame recruiting as the Irish are up to number 4 in the On3 industry rankings. And this weekend, some vitally important recruits on campus. Steve, who are the headliners?
This is the type of weekend for Marcus Freeman and his staff where if they can land the majority of these guys, they have a chance to have top 5 staying power for the 2026 recruiting cycle. Let's start with some guys that I already have on 3 RPMs for in favor of the Irish coming into the weekend. That's number 5 safety Joey O'Brien, coveted Lone Star State receiver Amari Finley, on 300 tight end Evan Jacobson, and then safety Nick Reddish. What's the pulse on those guys? Well, Joey O'Brien, it's been a fluid recruitment. He's already taken officials to Clemson and Oregon, loved both experiences. And there's some people that spent time with them on each trip that feel like those programs are in great position. But Notre Dame's been a front runner for a long time in this recruitment, from what Mike Mickens has done in developing the secondary to that relationship. Notre Dame, proximity to home, proximity to family from Pennsylvania. It's an exciting opportunity. He's one of their top targets regardless of position. You see the Kyle Hamilton comparisons with Joey O'Brien. Who wouldn't be excited about being compared to the all-pro talent with the Baltimore Ravens? Amari Finley, my on 3 RPMs on Notre Dame. Texas is considered the main competition. I still like the Irish coming into this weekend. Okay. Arizona State, Texas A&M, some other contenders. Evan Jacobson, fresh off a great official to Texas A&M. He's been to the Aggies campus like 6 times now. And then Stanford is in that recruitment for Evan Jacobson. Nick Reddish, I'm not as bullish on that on-3 pick as I was. We'll see if Notre Dame reclaims some of that momentum coming out of this weekend. A new prediction coming into the weekend. Mike Singer, our Blue and Gold Illustrated insider, and myself, we like where Notre Dame stands with tight end Preston Freisel out of Toledo Catholic, Central Catholic. He visited Notre Dame last week. He visited Miami last week. Iowa's another contender in there. But I like where Notre Dame stands. He's coming back to South Bend this weekend. Grayson McHugh, he is one of the most coveted offensive tackles in the country. Penn State, Texas round out the top 3. Notre Dame is way in this one. His visit this weekend, getting around the players, seeing how he fits in with the guys. But Notre Dame right there with Penn State and Texas for Grayson McHugh. Carrie Adams is on 3's number 3 cornerback in the country. Notre Dame, they're one of the favorites coming in. Wouldn't be surprised if they're the favorite coming out. His family loves South Bend. Marcus Freeman, Mike Mickens, the coaching staff, all the opportunities on and off the field, the success. Notre Dame's got a lot going for it in the recruitment of Carrie Adams. Again, I would not be surprised if they weren't the leader coming out of the weekend. And then 2 receivers to know. Braden Robinson from Texas, Devin Fitzgerald, the son of Larry Fitzgerald from Arizona. They're on campus. Braden Robinson's coming down to Notre Dame and Miami. This is a big visit. And Devin Fitzgerald, he knows a lot of guys at Notre Dame, recruits, players. The opportunity from the Irish program is one that he really wanted. Now he has it. Clemson is in there, North Carolina, Stanford, UCLA. But Notre Dame is in an interesting position for the NFL legacy recruit, Devin Fitzgerald.
Couple guys I want to talk to you about. We don't normally talk about the commitments on here, but I think one's worth talking about. Thomas Davis Jr., linebacker commitment, was at Georgia last weekend. So it seems like a great time for the Irish to get him back. Did Georgia get a foot in the door there?
Well, obviously that's a program that he grew up rooting for. His dad's a legend in Athens and Georgia. Saw him work out, offered him a scholarship, brought him in. He was definitely intrigued. He was honest with Notre Dame. Notre Dame knew that visit was happening. Sometimes in this recruiting era, guys just pop up on campus and you had no idea that your commit was going to be somewhere. Right. So we'll see, man. I mean, he's got a lot of opportunities. The school he grew up rooting for, the school that invested a lot in him, that's having a ton of success. Marcus Freeman and company, a lot of NFL legacy guys go to Notre Dame and flourish. Yep. So we'll see. Big weekend. Glad you brought him up.
Yeah. All right. 2 more that I want to talk about is Joey O'Brien and Amari Finley, because prior to last week, I probably thought Notre Dame was in prime position for each. O'Brien goes to Oregon, has great things to say about it. Amari Finley at Texas. So where do you think the Irish stand with these two as we head into this massive visit weekend?
Well, Finley's going to be one where you're just trying to, O'Brien's going to be one where you're just trying to get the final conversation, the final opportunity. He's so high on his finalists and he's having a tough time getting it down to 1. But Notre Dame has been the outright leader in that recruitment. And I still feel okay about my prediction. And then Finley, I feel good about my prediction in favor of Notre Dame. He's Notre Dame's top wide receiver target. He knows it. It's maybe the most important position of need for the Irish program in this cycle. An opportunity for him to come in as a day one player of a program of this magnitude with a quarterback like CJ Carr, perhaps, or Kenny Minchey. It's going to be an exciting opportunity. And so I just like where Notre Dame stands. And then Notre Dame's one of those programs where they take care of their players and they have opportunities off the field for great branding. And so they can go toe to toe in that arena. We've seen them do that in the transfer portal, particularly at quarterback. So I think they got the ammunition, the battle for these guys, and we'll see how it shakes out.
All right. Notre Dame fans, talk to us. Massively important visit weekend. Who do you think the Irish stand a good chance to land? Let us know.